Okay, and we are back in. Man, going through so many pages on Wikipedia. Oh man, finally, I was able to find the last time that Ajax made it to the Champions League quarterfinal. And turns out it was back in the 2002-2003 season. I was 19 and still in high school. Well, actually kind of post high school, but that's for another day. Anyway, also, just in case you're wondering, the music, if you hear in the background, not a sponsor. So let's understand this. In that season, Ajax was a decent team. They were a pretty decent team. They weren't, of course, the team that they were back in the day. They had Johan Cruyff. They had Brink. They had all the good players back then. They were good in the 70s, but in the 2000s, they were a decent side. They had players like Wesley Sneijder. They had other Dutch players. Ruben van Nistelrooy, he was in Manchester United. I can't remember any more, but please leave in the comment section below on other players that played for Ajax in that 03 season. Okay, so let's check out how this worked. Now, from what I was looking at this, there was actually two group stages, and doesn't that sound familiar? Well, pretty much in that season there was a 32 team group stage and a 16 group stage, and for Ajax, they were in Group D, and this is exactly how it turned out. Let's see. In the two games they faced Inter Milan, they lost the first one 2-1, and then they won. They actually beat Inter Milan 1-0. Against Olympique de Lyonnais, who was a French team, they beat him 2-1 and then lost by 2-0. And then against Norwegian team Rosenborg, they tied 1-1 and again 0-0. Altogether, 8 points. And despite having a slight goal difference, the UEFA somehow gave the advantage to Ajax because of allowing more goals. So that was the tiebreaker. So that went them on to the 16 team stage, and this time they were in Group B. And here's the results for that. They both tied with Arsenal both times, 1-1 and then 0-0. Against AS Roma, they won 2-1, then tied 1-1. And against Valencia, they tied 1-1. Would you look at that? Both times. So again, 8 points, and again, finishing runners up. And that gives them a nice little boost into the quarterfinals. And who did they lose to? They lost to the eventual European champions, AC Milan, by a final of 3-2 during the second leg. And, fortunately, they don't have to face Milan. But, that was what happened back in 03. And, I might have to watch the highlights for that game to see what went wrong. But it's a long time coming for Ajax. After having them get to the Europa League final in 2017, who knows? Who knows what could happen? You thinking this could be something. But you remember, you still got to worry about the other teams. Only 4 teams played today, and there's going to be more games tomorrow and then next week. So we have to wait for that to end, and then we go to the quarterfinal draw to see who Ajax will face. But anyway, this was historic, and I did not expect this to happen. For Ajax to beat Real Madrid, and especially at the Bernabeu. But that's where it is when you lose your best player. But that's it for now. Tomorrow I'll do another video and give you the other matchups for Wednesday. And I'll see you in the next video. Pods out.